Hi everyone, this is Anna TV. It's just me. Welcome. Hello. So this is our first YouTube live in a very long time, and it's my first stream, I think, in this room, and probably my first solo stream that's longer than like 5 minutes. So a lot of firsts. Let's figure it out together. I know. Okay. Oh, there's Sean. Hello. Yes. So this is my room. I really love my room. Miso's there in the corner chewing on her legs. But I guess I should introduce myself just in case there is anyone new here. So my name is Anna. Our channel is called Shauna TV. Usually I stream with my husband Sean. And today we are going to be looking at the differences between the N.Flying song Rooftop in their Korean version and the Japanese version. So I am very excited for this. Yes, hello. Okay, I'm hoping that we're gonna have some Enfia viewers that can help me out with the song. And if you guys know anything about the group that I don't know yet, that'll be helpful. Yeah, can everyone hear me okay? See everything okay? I think we have this screen. We have the iPad. Yeah, everything looks okay. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sam and Maddie. Hi. All right. So also we've done one of these streams where we compared the Dream Japanese version or the Dream album Japanese lyrics to the Korean versions. And that one was also a challenge. And then this time it's just me. So we're gonna see how it goes. But, okay. Also, the other thing I have to keep in mind is I can't play the songs too long because otherwise it could get flagged, which is why we weren't doing YouTube live streams for a long time. So I'm gonna try to only play really short snippets of the song. Okay. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I can always go back. Time for Anna to sing. I can do that too. However, I don't know the raps that well yet, so it's gonna, I'm gonna need their help on some parts. Also, this is very new to me because it's just me talking and then responding to you guys, whereas usually there's some back and forth with Sean. So it's gonna be interesting. Lowering the volume on the video, you mean? Maybe? We'll see. I'm definitely not a rapper. Okay. We are Sean, thank you, yes. Back and forth with you guys. Yes, hello. Welcome back. Okay. So, let's get started. The thing that's a little bit tricky about these live streams is I could go into a lot of detail or not so much. So you guys let me know what level of detail you want me to go into. But sometimes like the grammar is fun to look at, sometimes the vocab. But yeah, just let me know if you have questions and we can go back. Yes, Anna's lecture. Okay. I guess I'll play a little snippet of the song and then we can start. Let's go. Can you hear it? Okay, is that volume level okay? Let me know. No sensei. That's me. Okay, so you can hear it? Okay, awesome. What I lowered a little bit more, okay, then I'm not gonna be able to hear it. We'll see, but we're staying safe by lowering the volume. Okay, overall, what I found really interesting about this is that the dream, when we were comparing like 17's Rock With You, the Korean version and Japanese version, my takeaway was basically that it was a good translation. They like kept most of the words the same, but it sounded a little bit awkward to me because the intonation, like the words they were singing in Japanese, didn't quite match the sound of the song. But this one with Rooftop, they prioritized making it sound good in Japanese over having a faithful translation. So actually these, you can see the screen right now, right? The Korean version and the Japanese version are not really translations of each other. Every line is a little bit different. Yeah, so we looked at the first line. Unfortunately, there is no lyric video for the Japanese version, so we just have to listen to it, and then you can look at these, which a lot of you guys can't read, but I will explain it. Okay, so first line. Can you hear it? Yeah? Okay, cool. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go line by line like we did last time. So in the Korean version, 너는 별을 보자며 내 몸을 당겨서. I have to do all the Korean reading, which makes me very nervous. Okay, so the Korean version is like okay, this says you pull me to see the stars, but it's you said you wanted to see the stars and pulled me up to the rooftop, basically. And then the Japanese version is I put the moon that we were looking at in the sky into our hands held together. So that's completely different, the first two lines. And then every time I look up in the sky, yeah. Okay, so this is a really big difference, I think. So in the Korean, we have 근데 단 한 개도 없는 star. Yeah. If I say anything wrong in Korean, please forgive me. I am not a native speaker. I am also studying with you guys. Let me get to the line. Okay, so I feel like the main point in the Korean version is she says, like probably his ex says, let's go look at the stars, pulls him up to the rooftop, and then there are no stars to look at. Is like kind of the whole point of the chorus, but in the Japanese version, the same line. So this line says, but there are no stars in the sky. The Japanese version says, rooftop under the star. Yeah. So apparently there are stars in the Japanese version. Yeah, I'm not sure why that happened, but it did. Maddie's moon in your hand with the face. So yes, it is a breakup song. It's basically like, I think if there are any N.Flying here that can correct me, let me know. But it sounds like it's about a couple that is drifting apart gradually. We don't know why. There are just like references to them kind of, you know, like emotionally separating. Yes, so that's what it's about. Okay, so they look up in the sky. There are no stars in the Korean version. In the Japanese one, rooftop under the star. This is the same. 혼자 is alone. Or like by yourself. 두지 않을게, I won't leave you alone. The Japanese one is 도나리니 이르요 이츠모. 도나리, 도나리 means next to. Yes. And then let me read the comment. Already feeling it being about not living up to a certain expectation since there are no stars. Exactly. That's why I feel like that's the main point of the song. And then in the Japanese version, there are stars. So I feel like it misses a big point of the chorus, but it's a choice they made for a good reason, probably. So I just thought that was interesting. And then the Korean version says, 저. Maddie, do you remember what 저 is? We have 이, 그, 저. 이, 그, 저. Do you remember? I kind of gave you a hint through body language. And then 달 is moon. Okay, you're not responding, so I'm gonna guess you're not sure. So E is, oh no, it's cutting out. That's okay. E is this, 그 is that, 저 is like that over there. Well, was there a Korean comment? Oh. Thank you, Sean. I didn't see that one. Anyway, okay. So 저 달 is that moon up there, far away. So this line is saying, don't let the moon be lonely. Like, even though there are no stars, let's not let the moon be lonely. But then the Japanese version says, because the two of us are one. I'm not sure why they changed it. It's okay, Maddie, it's not your fault. Technical difficulties. I was asking about these, Maddie, this set of 3. 이, 그, 저. It's a good one to know. Anyway, hello, a carrot bee. Yes, I'm seeing some familiar names from back when we were doing YouTube lives. So it's nice to see you all again here. We're hoping to have more YouTube live streams occasionally like this. Yeah, because it's been a while. Okay, so we can move on to the second half of the chorus. So another thing that's cool about this song is it starts right at the beginning with the chorus, and then it has like a 2-part chorus too. The rest of the choruses are only 1 part. So that's interesting as well. Hi. Okay. Sean came out of his room, so I was like, is there an issue? Okay. Now they're singing together. Okay. Sean on Anna TV? Anyway, one thing I noticed while oh, thank you so much for subscribing. Yay. One thing I noticed while looking, like comparing the lyrics on these was in Korean, it's really easy to rhyme lines because a lot of things end with the all vowel. 손을 끌어서. This one is interesting. 앉아 is to sit, but a lot of times it's pronounced 앉아. I think because of dialect. Sometimes vowels change. So they rhymed it by saying 앉아 here. But it's difficult because like every language has different, hi Sammy, has different ways that sentences end. So to get them to rhyme, you have to like structure sentences a specific way, so it's tricky. Anyway, okay. Okay, it's pretty much the same. Okay, let's look at the difference. These lines, I think in the Japanese version, are really pretty and they sound really natural. I wish we had some visual for the lyrics in this. 1 second. So this one sounds very like natural Japanese song flow to me. But the meaning is completely different from the Korean. So I'll do the Japanese one first. Anohi, that day. Yeah. Can you tell? I don't know why, it just sounds right. That day, 미야겠다, to look up, 나가래 보시와, the falling star. The falling star that we looked up at that day will probably shine in 100 years from now too. And the reason why it sounds right, bye, have a good day. The reason why it sounds right is because of, in Japanese, there are pitches to each letter. And if the pitch matches the pitch of the song, then it sounds more natural. This also is the same for English words, that like if the syllable that's stressed has a higher note, then it sounds more natural. Yeah, so this one for some reason sounds right, and it's very different from the Korean. So this one's about a shining star shining even in 100 years. The Korean one is, you said, let's look at the stars, and pulled my hand. We sit on the rooftop after sunset. It's completely different, yeah. And then every time I look up in the sky, same thing. And then the Korean, but 한 개 is one, and then the like general counter, 개. 없는, not exist, star. So there are no stars. And then rooftop under the star in the Japanese one. And then, does anyone know 괜찮아? What is 괜찮아? Wow, we have 14 viewers. Thanks, guys. Yes, it's okay. 괜찮아, it's okay. But it's okay. 네가 내 우주고, you are my, 우주 is space, like outer space. So that's okay. You are my space sounds not as romantic in English, but you are my outer space. Please shine for me. Yeah. And then, Maddie, you said the English one is more cheerful, but I actually think it's a little sad. So like the shining star we saw that day will keep shining every time I look up in the sky, rooftop under the star. Your warmth is still remaining in my hand. But I think that's a little sad, because if the warmth is remaining, it means that they're not holding hands anymore. So it means they let go. Sad. 테노히라 is palm. 테노히라, palm. Yes. So this is gonna be my approach. I'm gonna like go through every line and explain it, and then pull out a couple vocab words that I think might be helpful, so that both beginners and advanced folks can get something out of this. Yeah, I hope that's working. We'll see. Yeah, exactly. It's like very nostalgic, and like you're letting them go, kind of. 테노히라 is palm. 테 is hand. Yes, awesome. Thanks, friends. I am still getting over this cold, so I'm hoping I won't get too bad of a coughing fit. Okay, so we can move on to the raps. Yeah. Okay. Yes, we are struggling. Okay, so, okay, this part is the same. So this part they decided to actually translate instead of just like matching the vibes and then completely changing the words. So this part says, if these lyrics, so 가사 is lyrics, this is a good word to know. If these lyrics can comfort you, then I will hold a pen. So, Seung-hyup is the member who writes most of their songs, and I think he wrote this one. Because he wrote it, I think it's cool that they have a lyric that says like, I'll like put a pen in my hand if it's gonna comfort you. I thought it was cute. Yes. I love the mod chat popping today. But there are 12 of you guys, so if you haven't chatted before, I would love to see your message. Anyway, okay. The Japanese version says, will it reach you? This one phrase. I will put my feelings into the pen. So, pretty much the same thing, a little bit different phrasing. And then I learned a new word today. 자극적인 is sensational or provocative or like dramatic, depending on the context. So more than is 보다. Something something 보다 means more than. So more than things that are sensational or provocative, I can speak from the heart. Like if I'm writing lyrics. Yeah, I don't think it's that kind of provocative, but yes, hold on, let me close my door. Okay. Wow, this is wild. If I leave, there's no one there. No one to hold down the fort. Yep. Coco's probably up on the counter and she's scolding him. Okay. And then the Japanese one doesn't say anything about the provocative or sensational things. It's just more than shape. 形よりもっと心でもずっと. This part doesn't really make sense to me, but it sounds cool. Let's play it. I really like how they took the like rhythm of the song where it's kind of like, is this called a swing? That rhythm, and then they put in the words motto, zutto to match that rhythm, and it like feels really nice. So we were able to understand each other through our hearts. Yeah. So different, but more similar than the other lines. We get Zoom backgrounds when you leave. What does that mean? Anyway, yes, Sean is on-site staff. Okay, next part. Let me switch to here. It's a lot of like maneuvering. Okay. Okay, so more than a cat. What is happening in the chat? Okay, so more than a cat, you seem like a dog, you waited for me. This is incorrect. So what's difficult with like Korean or Japanese, both of them, is that there are no pronouns to explain who's being talked about, so you have to guess. So these lyrics guessed that it's I've been sad all day, but Sean and I think that because the author is talking about like 기다렸지, like you waited for me, you can assume that the person is waiting like a puppy. So then why would he suddenly be sad? It's probably the person that was waiting that's sad, right? Yeah. So this is the same. Let's learn some words.猫, inu. Yes,猫is cat. inu is dog. 고양이, cat. 강아지, puppy. Dog, who is barking right now, but Sean says you can't hear very much. Hello, Claudette. You are not late. We're just a few lines in. Yes, we're still in the first verse. Okay. So you were sad. Why were you sad? So the Korean one, let's see. Okay. No, it went too far. Okay. So 이 별에서, so there's a lot of words related to space or the stars in this song, just to like set the scene. 별, does everyone know 별? I'm gonna keep asking you guys to answer my questions. And it's gonna, yeah, 별, carrot, yes, star. It's gonna make for some moments of silence, but we're gonna do it. Good job. So 별 is star. So on this star, you are the most, 가장 most special. 특별해. 너는 그런 건 전혀 몰랐지, but you didn't know that at all. So Even though he doesn't explicitly say like we broke up or I miss you or anything, there's a lot of lines about like them not fully understanding each other. So it's like, I don't know, he's just like implying the sadness, and I think that's really makes it more sad. Um, and then the Japanese one says, I learned this new phrase, shiru yoshi mo nai kedo. Um, it doesn't say who doesn't know, but you can assume there is no way to know. There was no way that you would know, but kimi dake ga tokubetsu datta hontou ni. So only you were special. This, interestingly, this 특별해 and tokubetsu are the same Chinese characters. So you can kind of hear the similarity. Hi! Hello, Ivy. You know this because of AT's son's cat is named Pyotr. That's cute. Okay, yeah, don't chat while you're driving, but thank you for joining. Yay. Okay. So that part's basically the same. Next. That one's the same. Okay, that's another new word I learned. Kaduda is to contain, put in a cage. And I think in this context, it's more like hold on to you. So the whole line is 왜 is why. 자꾸만 널 가두려 하는 건지. Like, why do I keep trying to contain you? I think sounds a little bit weird in English. So I'm gonna say, why do I keep trying to hold on to you? Like, not let you go. And then you want some more. What do they want? I don't know. Sky is nothing to believe. I don't know what this line means. If anyone has, I know. If anyone has an idea what this line means, please let me know because I don't really understand it. Sky is nothing to believe. The Japanese version, this line says, hanareru is like to grow apart. Kyori to futari no feeling. So the distance gets larger. The distance and the two of us get further apart. The distance and the two of our feelings get further apart. So they are drifting apart, basically. And the sky is nothing to believe. I really don't know what that means. If you have a theory, let me know. Okay. And then we're back at the chorus. Isn't this fade cool? This person did a good job. So they look up in the sky, but there are no stars. But it's okay because you are my universe and you shine for me. Yeah, nothing is true anymore. Can't believe the sky. Oh, is that what it means? Maybe. Maybe. So, I didn't explain this. Oh, okay. Maddie has a theory. Maybe if the sky and the stars are representative of the relationship, it's saying not to believe what you're seeing in the sky as being indicative of their status. Ooh, I like that. Like, we don't know what our future will be. Maybe. So a big reason why I'm doing this stream and why I'm getting into N.Flying a lot right now is because I'm going to their concert in Houston next Friday. And I am so excited because it's going to be my first fan sign experience. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to say to them. And I mostly want to just be like, thank you for making really good music. I've really enjoyed listening to your stuff over the years. But I could ask, so what does sky is nothing to believe mean? Like, what did you mean by that? I could ask, but I'm thinking about how to spend my time wisely, so we'll see. Yeah. Yes. Is it a good question? I don't know. I know. I don't want them to be like, I don't know, I just thought it sounded cool and like make them feel weird. We'll see. I could. I'll think about it. Okay. So this chorus is the same as the second part at the beginning, so I'm just gonna skip it. Whoop. If you don't know what it means, there's this channel called Shauna TV, but we don't know what it means either. Anyway, okay. Gonna... No, no, nah. Hi! Yes, so we are back on YouTube streaming for the first time in a long time. We are testing it out. We'll see. We can't watch like TV show content on it anymore because we got flagged suddenly for kind of no reason, so we were kind of playing it safe, but this is a different kind of stream, so that's why. Hopefully, YouTube gods, please let us do this. Yes. Okay. So the next rap, I'm gonna go through the Korean lyrics and then we'll do the Japanese ones. So, can you hear Coco? Okay, 야, 있잖아, 난 너가 아주 가끔씩 무겁게 할 때마다 I'm gonna go word by word because I'm not entirely sure what this word means. 있잖아, you know, 난 너가 아주 가끔. You, very sometimes. 아주 가끔씩 is like ever so often, but very sometimes I like it. 무겁게 할 때마다 when you do heavy. Umchit is Sean explained to me earlier, the onomatopoeia for flinching. I think they use this because it kind of rhymes with 가끔씩 sometimes. I'm not entirely sure what the 무겁게 할 때마다, whenever you do heavy, means. I was wondering if it's about like leaning on, like when she was leaning on him too much or something like that. Yes. Are you very sometimes too, right? Oh, Sunomo Shua, hello. Okay, thank you for being here. Yeah, so like I flinch every time you lean on me is what I was thinking. Let's see how this person translated it. I don't want you to flinch whenever things get heavy. So it's hard to know which person is doing the hesitating. Yeah. And then 널 위로할 손이 난 없네. So this one we do have the you and I pronouns. So 위로하다 is to comfort. So this one is I don't have the hands to comfort you. So I think this is about like feeling burnt out from this relationship. Like I don't have anything to give you anymore, which is sad. And then the Japanese one, あの時, that time, 君の心のため息, your ため息 is a good word. ため息 is sigh. Kokoro is heart, so the sigh in your heart. So fancy. Yeah, he has no more hands. So the Japanese version, that time, the sigh in your heart, we weren't matching. I didn't notice your feelings. Gomenne, I'm sorry. Informal, good word to know. But it is informal, so you don't want to go to work and be like, gomenne, because that will get you in more trouble. Gomenne for friends. And so he's saying like, sorry, we weren't matching because I didn't notice you were sad. I was so stupid. Sean is suddenly singing the 가와이 그때 고멘. Oh yeah, it is the same word, gomenne. Okay, it was relevant. Good job. Yes. So these parts again, like they match the tone of what's being said in the song, but the words are different. So I find that really interesting. Sean's being quiet. Okay. Next part. Okay. Whew. That's a lot of words. I really like this part. Sean's not camera ready today, so I don't think he's gonna show. But anyway, okay. 지금 난 갈 길을 잃은 별. So now I am a star. 별 star that has lost its way. I will answer your question soon. 날 당기는 힘은 너. So you are the power that pulls me. So I thought this was cool that they like used the stars as a metaphor for each other. Like he feels lost, but she's the one like pulling him in. And then 넌 별을 잃은 하늘처럼 떠돌고 다녀. So you, like the star that has lost, or no, like the sky that has lost its stars, you are wandering or floating around. Yeah, so basically they're both like aimless and don't know what to do. Gravity, exactly. The Japanese one is a lot more dramatic and just like straightforward. So yeah, 君のいない日々は意味がない. Days without you are meaningless. 何も見えない. I can't see anything. 屋上には僕しかいない. I am the only one on the rooftop. So, very different. I kind of wish that they used more of the metaphor in the Korean version because I thought it was pretty. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, he's alone on the rooftop now. Okay, Leslie, I'll answer your question. If gomen is informal, is sumimasen formal, or is it used in another context? That's a great question. I'm going to use this space to answer that. Unrelated to the lyrics, but let's dive into apologies in Japanese. So we have gomen nasai is the formal version of gomenne. Then we have gomenne, and we have gomen, which is very informal. These are all, I'm sorry, I apologize. And then we have sumimasen. So this one can be excuse me, or I'm sorry. But yes, these are very good to know. So sumimasen can be used, for example, if you want to get someone's attention at a restaurant, like you need something, you can say sumimasen. It's also pronounced suimasen, it's just easier to say. But it's spelled sumimasen. So you can say sumimasen when you're ordering at a restaurant, or if you bump into someone, you can say, sumimasen. Gomen nasai is more like if you do something wrong, then you want to say gomen nasai. Like if you bump into someone and hurt them, then you don't want to say, sumimasen, and walk away because that's like way too casual. You could say, gomen nasai, daijoubu desu ka? Are you okay? Sean has a language question. I watched a short saying gomen nasai has a meaning to include please forgive me. Is that true? By itself, no, but yes, in that you only say it when you have something you feel really sorry for. So you need to be forgiven for it. Whereas sumimasen is a little bit lighter. Yeah. Oh, actually, literally, gomen nasai does mean please forgive me. Yep, that is correct. I never thought about it. You're welcome. どういたしまして. Yes. If you have to film a Japanese apology video, this is the lesson for you. Okay. Yes. But the other thing that's good to know about Japanese apologies is a lot of times they are used to replace thank yous. So like if someone gets you a gift, you can say like, ah, gomen, arigato. Or like if you show up like 1 minute late to meet up with someone, gomen, mataseta, like sorry I made you wait. It's really, really common to apologize for things that like Americans would never apologize for. Um, so I feel like it's a little less serious. Yes, it is. It's a verbally apologetic culture, not necessarily because people feel that all the time. That's different depending on the person. But yeah. Also, in formal emails, you have to apologize like every other line. Like, hello, I'm sorry I exist. I'm so sorry to be emailing you, bothering you with this, but I need this file. I'm so sorry for asking. It's like actually that common in emails, formal emails. It's true. Hi, Nabila. Hello, hello. Okay. Oh, this is hard because oh, I have to talk the whole time, but I also need to take breaks. Okay. Yes, Maddie, that is what it sounds like exactly. I'm so sorry for needing to drink water. Oh, and that's why, sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but that's why I love that song so much because it's turning that Japanese culture of like having to apologize for everything on its head and being like, sorry I'm so cute, sorry I was born, sorry I have the best style, like sorry you care so much that I love myself. It's like not a mentality I've seen from Japan before and it makes me really happy. Yes. Oh, thank you, Nabila. Thank you for listening. Yes. Okay. So, 안녕하세요. 오랜만이에요. 아닌가? Maybe you have been on Twitch. But anyway, let's get back to work. Okay. So, we did this part where in the Korean version they were floating around. In the Japanese version, he's alone on the rooftop. So sad. Yay! 그쵸. 오랜만이죠. It's been a while. Okay, so next line. We did this part. Okay, another thing I find really impressive about N.Flying is that he does all the raps by himself. So he's like, I guess finding a way to breathe somewhere, but I think it's really impressive. It's like two sections that usually would be split off between, like in 17, it would be split off between 4 people, two to 4 people. But yeah. Okay, so 우리가 지난 길이 별자리처럼 like the constellations 나와 너 그 길을 따라서 like following the path of the constellations remember me. I'm not entirely sure what this part means, but it sounds cool. And then the Japanese one is 星の光で輝いたのは僕も空も so both me and the sky were shining from the light of the stars. So very different. Yes, Maddie, good job. Yes. But remember, the intonation is different. So star in Japanese is hoshi. But the 17 member usually, first of all, it's written in katakana. And then people usually say hoshi. Hoshi, hoshi. It's a little bit different. Okay. So I shined, the sky shined from the light of the stars, and our memories shined too. So they're like reflecting on past memories. Okay. Why is that yeah there? That's not supposed to be there. Don't look at that. Okay. So this part we already did. Oh no, it got all like That's what happened. Okay, well, don't worry about that. Hoshing, yes, I know. Okay. Wait, so you're telling me this song isn't about looking at Hoshi, the 17 member on the roof? No, because remember, there are no stars in the Korean version. There are no Hoshis. Okay. Unfortunately, we are one line off on each of these because the formatting got weird, but don't worry about it. We actually did this part already. And we did this one too. So now we're at the, oh, now we're really off. Okay. Now we're at the bridge. Girl, I don't know why I'm leaving. Girl, I don't know why. And then the Korean one says 처음. 처음 is first or beginning. This is a good word. 부터 is from. No. 다시, this is also a really common one. Again, 알려줘, please let me know. Please tell me. Of all the girls in the chat. Yes. So he's saying, tell me everything from the beginning. But then the Japanese one for some reason is, again, please tell me. So 괜찮아요. 재밌어요. 혼자 하면 계속 말을 할 수 있으니까. I don't have to worry about interrupting Sean if I'm streaming alone, so I'm having a fun time. Okay. Yeah, so for some reason they changed it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna get to this later, but I think there was a way to make this song sound pretty and actually translate it, but they chose not to. And I find that interesting. But every translator takes a different approach, and that's fine. Okay, girl, I don't know why. Okay, this part I think is really cool. I know. This would be a really fun job. Okay, so it's not slander. It's me slander. I'm just saying I like talking. Anyway, okay, this part I think is really interesting because in the Korean one, is it this one? Are we past the girls? No, we're not. One second. Oh my god. Maddie said, at the fan sign, give them your card and tell them you can translate their lyrics prettier. No. I do not have that kind of confidence. I also do not have experience. I'm sure these lyric translators have reasons for doing things the way they're doing them. But I will sing you my version that I wrote, and you guys let me know what you think. Okay, so what I find really cool about the Japanese version that I like, and this is a thing that happens in a lot of Japanese music, is you know how usually the words in the chorus, in most songs, they stay the same. So if you have like the verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, usually, the lyrics for the chorus almost always stay the same, especially for K-pop songs because they're made for you to remember them. But with Japanese songs, they either have the same chorus twice and then they change the lyrics for the very last one after the bridge, usually after a key change, or they have different chorus lyrics every time. So I really enjoy those because I feel like it tells more of a story and is more like fun to listen to because there's a little bit more variety. I know. Okay, I gotta be more confident while I do this then. Anyway, so what's cool about this translation is they did change the last chorus, even though the Korean chorus lyrics are all the same. So let's go through it. So for the Korean one, it says, it's the same as earlier. You said, let's look at the stars, and you pulled my hand. The Japanese one is, goodbye. starry night that I love. So, 살아봐 is one of those words that's reserved for like poetry or really cheesy situations. So this is like, what's an English word that means goodbye, but it's like really fancy. Is there a word for that? Farewell, thank you. Yes, that's the word. I knew there was something. I will say in advance, I'm really slow at reading Korean, and that's why it's hard for me to respond to the Korean comments. 죄송해요. 저 옥탑방 한동안 꽂혀서 계속 들었어요. 저도요. That's why I'm doing this stream. It's a really good song. Okay, let's do farewell for this one. So farewell. So 살아봐 is something that like maybe a One Piece character that's like really cheesy might say, but I would never say it in real life. Yes. Shout out to Maddie and Sean for the One Piece reference. So farewell, starry night of love. Yes. And then the Korean one, 저녁 노을이 진 옥상에 걸터 앉아 is how they say it. Sitting on the rooftop after the sunset. On the roof of the sunset, sure. Hold on, I want to get to the, wow, we have not been listening to the Japanese version. I really like this part in Farewell Starry Night is people leaving a Van Gogh exhibit. Ooh, fancy Sam. Yes, okay. Hold on, I want to get to this part in Japanese. That's so pretty. Okay, so the Korean one is just like after the sun set, we sat on the rooftop, but then the Japanese one is 야가테 is another one of those like kind of fancier words. So someday 忘れてしまうのかな? Will I or we forget? I don't want to select it. Go away. We'll forget this question mark. So it's very dramatic, especially because it's the last different chorus. Okay, every time I look up in the sky, yeah. 근데 단 한 개도 없는 star, so there are no stars. Every time you look up in the sky, in the Japanese one there are, remember, rooftop under the star. And then it's okay, this one, it's okay, you are my universe, so shine for me. And then, oh, this one like really gets me. Tenohira, does everyone remember Tenohira? What is Tenohira? I just kind of did the movement, but do you remember? What is Tenohira? I'm gonna do word for word while I wait. Mata again. 思い出す. Not tena. Okay, so tenohira means palm. Because remember they were holding hands earlier. Palm, again, remember. Probably. So this part is about like goodbye to you. Like someday I'll probably forget all of this, but my hand, like the warmth in my hand will remember. So I just really like the cheesiness of that chorus being like different from all the other ones. But yeah, it's really sad. So it's like maybe my head will forget you, but like the feeling of us will remain. Yes. No, Maddie, no tiny hands. Okay, so next we have the... Why is this part the most replayed? Interesting. Okay, 야야야스. 다음은 뭐지? 여기에요. What is palm in Korean? 저도 모르겠어요. 여기. 손바닥. Thank you. 맞는 것 같아. Wow, good job, Sam. You got it. So, yes. In Japanese, tenohira is like the surface of the hand. And then in Korean, 바닥 is floor, right? So it's hand floor. The floor of your hand. Yes. 맞아요. Thank you. Teamwork. Okay. Next we have the yayayas. And then I forgot to ask the hand floor. I forgot to ask Sean about this part, but 꼭 닮은 너를 찾아. I search for someone that looks like you. 맞나? 너를 닮은 사람? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go word by word because I'm not sure. 닮은, like, is to resemble. You search. 맞아요. Okay, so I look for someone that resembles you. 이거는 모르겠어요. 나섰지? I stood? Why did I forget to ask about this line? I'm sorry. This is why I do strings with Sean. 나서다가 뭐예요? Should I look it up? Here, let me look it up. Learn Korean with Anna TV. Literally. This is what I do when I'm like preparing for these. Even before 17 stuff. I search for all these words so that I can actually teach them because there's a lot for me to learn too. Okay, to come out, come forward, to get started, or to interfere. That's a lot of different meanings. Okay. Okay. I still don't really get this line, so I search for someone who looks like you. Like, I came out searching for someone that looks like you, maybe? Let's see what this one says. After the yayayas. Okay. I went out looking for you who looked just like me. 아닌 것 같은데? 꼭 나를 닮은 너를 찾아 나섰지? I'm not sure. The thing that's funny is even if I ask Sean what these lines mean, because lyrics are so vague, a lot of times he also doesn't know. So it's just about like interpretation sometimes, especially because they're not as clear about who is doing which action, things like that. So yeah. Maybe, Maddie. We'll never know unless I ask them at the fan sign. And they will not have the brain capacity to answer me. So we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it as a mystery. Okay. And then the Japanese one is, I chase for your silhouette. So oikakeru is to chase. Kimi is you, your. Kimi no. How do you spell silhouette? Silhouette? Learn English with Anna TV. Silhouette. Thank you. Silhouette. This is an issue with French I have. French is difficult. Okay. All right, so I chase your silhouette. I like this line because it's like kind of the same, like kind of a translation, but a lot cheesier. 감성적이야, 맞아요. It's very dramatic, the Japanese lyrics. Okay, and then we have ya 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 ya. This Korean line is like, even though I try to pull for you, and then there's nothing else. So it's like implying, even though I'm looking for you, I pull for you, implied you are not there. Let's see what this one says. Even if I try to pull you. Yeah. So it's like sad that last line is missing. Yes. And then the Japanese one is, but, だけど、君は, you, もういない, are no longer here. Or there. So I just think it's interesting, the different interpretations. Okay. Yes, so Maddie, so both lyrics are about pursuing someone's image, exactly, but the person's not really there anymore. Sky, yeah. So this part, in Korean, it's the same chorus over and over, so this one is also the same. You are my universe, you are my space, so please shine for me. The Japanese one is different again, so the last one is, under, let's do word for word. あの日, that day. 同じ, same. Mikazuki is a 3-day moon. What is that called in English? The small moon. Mikazuki. Mikazuki? What is the 3-day moon in English? 초승달. 조승달. 조승달? 조승달? 달이겠지? Cool, good to know. In Korean, this is called this, that I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce. And then 딸이라고 해요. 초승달. 맞아요? This is really good practice for me. 어렵다. Okay. Crescent moon, thank you. Crescent moon. No, stop. Below. So, under the crescent moon, which is the same day, same as that day. That was not pretty. Under the crescent moon that resembles that day, maybe. It does not sound good in English, but it's like implying that he's looking at a moon that's similar to that time, but this time he's alone. So he's like reminiscing on being with that person. Yeah. Very different from the Korean. Anna, is it specifically that shape, or is it more like a waxing or waning moon? It's like, wow. Because if it's a waning moon, that is when the moon is disappearing. I think it is when the moon is first showing up, because it's the 3rd day of the moon showing up. But I have not thought about the moon in this much detail, like, ever, so I'm not entirely sure. I think it's when it's showing up, waxing, not waning. Yes. So this is called Mikazuki. Search moon phases. I don't know. I'm afraid to open Google Images on stream because I don't ever know what's gonna show up. Underneath the growing moon, that's pretty. Yeah, I knew Maddie would know. So yes, underneath the growing moon, like that day. Maybe. Okay. Yes, okay. So 평캐님 brought up the pronunciation. I think this is hard for both English speakers and Korean speakers. So we have ts and z, usually romanized as ts, and I would say z. So this is the voiced version. This one is the voiced version of this one. Korean idols have a lot of trouble pronouncing these. Let's see how they did in this song. see. 잘했어, 혜승이. Yes. So, I wish I could hear you guys try it, but I don't know. It's a sound I grew up making while speaking Japanese, so it comes easily to me. But Korean people always want to make it j because there's no letter representing the z sound, so it's hard for them to come up with. It's just air for me, oh no. 근데 진짜 잘했어요. Let's listen to it again. It's perfect. He must have worked really hard on that one. Zoo, but if you put an H in it. Yeah, but it's a little bit different vowel. There's also one at the beginning here. Mikazuki. Yeah, let's listen to this one. Okay, there's also, sorry, we're jumping back. So this word is yozora, night sky. All the Z sounds are also difficult for Korean speakers because it doesn't exist in Korean. Yozora. You'll hear a little bit of the yojora. Yeah, but he got it. Mikazuki. It's like all right at the beginning there. Yeah. So it would be a dream to be the person who's like in the recording studio, like helping them make these sounds and like matching it with the songs, but I don't have experience with that quite yet. But someday I would love to do that. I think it's really fun. I know I am gonna, okay, I think I will actually give them my card, but just so they can see this stream. Anyway. Okay, so we got through the whole song. Yay! All right. Before we finish up, does anyone have any questions about the song? About N.Flying? I've learned a lot. Yeah, let me know if you have questions about language. What did you say, Sam? I also love in the song how it ends with the first instrumental cut out. Oh, like here at the end. It's beautiful. I love this song. It's very, very good. But yeah. Flying, if you're here watching the replay, you're doing great. They are. Yes. I really, really like this band. I feel like they should be a lot more famous. They are really, really good performers. And they have a variety YouTube channel, two of them in the group called Tuagani, Two Idiots. I'm not calling them that. That's the name of the channel. If you're interested, check them out. It's very good. They just do silly things that I would like to make Sean and I do as well. But yes. Ooh, leaving it with only the vocals left is so perfect to represent how the singer is alone. Oh, that is so good, Maddie. It like really represents the lyrics. Not related, but do you think that the Fearless Japanese version is different from the Korean one? I think, did we schedule that, Sam? We need to. We are going to, I think, do a stream comparing the Japanese and Korean versions of the Le Sserafim songs. Yes, we will schedule it, I think this month or early next month. So I will need to do some research before that, like I did for this one. So hang on tight. We will definitely do that soon. Yes. Yay, Carrot Bee's gonna check them out. Awesome. Are they bigger in Japan or Korea? I know they did more performances in Japan. I'm not sure, like, numbers-wise, if they're more popular in Japan than Korea, but I think they're one of those groups where it's really worth it for them to promote in both countries. But yeah, I don't know the numbers. Yeah. 내일 고잉 보러 갈게요. 네. 아, 저 질문 있어요. 한국 팬들은 고세라고 안 하죠. 고잉이라고만 하죠. I'm curious. I noticed, I think K-carrots don't say 고세, like going 17 the way we shorten it. The thing is, in English, if we just say going, we use the word going a lot in English, so it can't just refer to 17. That's why we have to say 고세. going. Okay, I'll try to use that in Korean. Yeah, they're a very good band. Okay, I'm gonna try to read Korean comments. 트위치 이제 다시 보기 없어서 슬프지만 실시간으로 보는 맛도 있으니 좋습니다. 다행이에요. 네, 앞으로는 유튜브 라이브도 더 많이 하고 싶어요. 그리고 언젠가는 한국어만으로 라이브 해보고 싶어요. But it's not easy for me. But it's a very good challenge. 요즘 한국어를 많이 안 쓰고 있어서 좀 연습해야 되죠. 일본어도 사실 요즘 많이 안 쓰니까. 네. So I want to someday do all Korean live streams and all Japanese live streams to challenge me and Sean respectively, because it's just good to refry the brain. Anyway. Yes. Okay. Really recommend listening to their new album Turbulence. Love the song Video Therapy from the album. Yeah, it's really good. I forgot which album it is, but I really like Monster. It's really good. Also, do you guys see, no one noticed, it's on this side. I have the album, there we go, on the wall. So this is the one I'm hoping to get signed at my first fan sign. I'm so excited. But yes. 사실 지금 못 알아듣고 있어요. 괜찮아요. Yes. Oh, and yes, 부석순 is coming back early next month, so we will definitely do content on that. So keep an eye out. 어렵죠. Okay. 부석순. Yes. I know, we need to schedule it, Sam. Okay, I think that's it for today. Right? Yeah. Okay. But we will be back very soon. We'll be back tomorrow for going 17. I'm so excited. It's been a while. Thank you. I did it. Yes. So we'll be back for going 17, and I am hoping, we haven't talked about it yet, but I'm hoping to do one more N.Flying live stream before the concert next week, so we can have more content to show them if I actually give them my business card. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. If you are Enfia who were here for the first time on our channel, thank you so much. We will have more N.Flying content in the future. This is the first one so far, so yeah, check out our other content as well if you're interested. If you take a look at our socials down there, we have a Discord that's really, really fun. You can make friends in there. We have our Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and our YouTube as well. So yeah, thank you. Okay, let's make sure that I can end this correctly. Is it this one? Hopefully I will get it right. Okay. 감사합니다, 여러분. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.